Alrighty, what is up, everybody? In this video, I am going to be talking with AI to figure out what videos to make and just to get some clarity, bounce back and forth, do a brainstorming session because I'm still not sure what type of YouTube videos I want to make and I want to see how effective AI is at helping us out. So let's jump straight into it. Let's go to ChatGPT. So I am trying to figure out what type of YouTube videos to make. I've been experimenting so far and uploading consistently for 17 days now, and I'm starting to get an idea of what's fun to make, what's interesting, which type of titles and topics might be popular that I might be able to see myself making videos for in the future. But I do need some clarity, and I think in this session, by the end of the discussion, I'm okay with not narrowing it down to one single niche, but perhaps it would still help to narrow it down to a handful of topics, if not one, right? And not only the niches, but I think also perhaps even the type of video. For example, sitting at a desk, for example, doing a walk in the park, for example, talking with friends, having conversations, and also the general vibe or the range of feelings which I think I would like the videos to impart on people, as well as feelings which I don't want the viewers to come away with. So perhaps I think in my next message, I'm just going to share with you some thoughts based on the videos I've been posting over the last couple of weeks. But and after that, I'd like you to help me figure it out and also ask me questions to help make this session as effective as possible. Sweet. So if you're not already talking to ChatGPT as opposed to typing it, I find that talking is very effective. There is like no way I would have been bothered to type all that out. But it was quite natural and quite easy to speak it, right? All right, so it sent me something at the top, and then it goes, before you send your thoughts, answer these quickly. Which 2 or 3 videos felt the most, this is me? Which video felt the hardest to make? Which video made you think I could make 50 of those? When you imagine your ideal video finishing your video, what do you want them to feel in one sentence? I want to share my reflections first. So going over to the YouTube channel, I like the videos where I sit at the computer and I also talk to the screen, like I'm doing something on the screen, in addition to talking to the camera. That sometimes feels pretty natural. I like the type of videos where I'm walking in public. I'm taking walks just because it's just something else I enjoy doing. So I guess I'm not so much talking about niches, but video types. I don't particularly want to make gear videos. I don't want to become a gear channel, just making reviews and stuff, even though I did experiment for fun with that format. I like the idea of documenting how I'm thinking about YouTube and content creation. I feel like that is quite fun and it would be interesting to look back on, because then you can see the sort of skill acquisition over time. Like it goes from noob to progressively more pro. I like the candid videos where I just say what's on my mind, but I also want to be mixing it in with like videos where there's been more thought put into the scripts, because I know that when you iterate on something and you think about what you want to say, it becomes clearer in your mind, which means it wasn't that clear to begin with. And at the end of the day, it's a better experience for the audience, I think. Or it can be, at least. Now, I think commentary on AI has potential as, a topic to make videos about, just because it's super relevant. But then we've got to find an angle to make it not so generic or not redundant, as it's quite a hot topic at the moment. If it's somewhat fun to watch or even motivational in terms of other people who are in the same boat as me, like beginner YouTubers, and sort of like motivating them too, then it's cool. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, right. I never realized how hard it was, but I guess recently I've just been documenting what I'm doing, so that's why it's been a bit easy. I mean, burnout is something I've had experiences with over the last couple of years, so I wouldn't mind making videos about that. I really enjoy making videos with friends because I just like talking to my mates, and if I can do two in one, that's really cool. So, but then again, that's not really about a niche or a topic, actually. That's just more like a format. And I don't know about if it's exactly like book reviews, but because I enjoy reading books in general, I could just be talking about and synthesizing content from books I find very interesting. That would be useful. I'm a bit stumped there, but so which two or three videos felt most like this is me? Well, to be honest, it was the ones where I was just talking in the kitchen, but I don't think that's getting at what it's really answered the question. It was mainly because I was doing something whilst filming, so I wasn't like trying to be all official and everything, looking into the camera. I was just talking like whatever was on my mind. No, most of them, to be honest, felt like me. So, which was the hardest to make? None of them were really hard, were they? Which video made you think I could make 50 of these? Well, I could be just talking and walking and talking all the time, but that's not really a niche as well, I think. I mean, I am 17 videos in. I could probably make 50 videos sharing my journey and sharing how I'm thinking about making the 50 videos. So, in some sense, that feels a bit cheap, because I'm making a video about making a video, as opposed to making a video about something, I don't know, substantial. In a way, it sort of feels like making a book about making money and making money just from the book sales, but I don't know. Not exactly sure if that's a fair comparison, but yeah, I could make 50 videos about making videos, and hopefully I get a bit better as I go. Can I make 50 videos about burnout? Not really. Can I make 50 videos about what I'm reading and sharing it? Probably, like I tried to do in the past. Where was it? Yeah, reading some books there. Can I make 50 videos about burnout? No, but I could make 50 videos about like relaxing. Could I make 50 videos talking to my mates? I think I could. Yeah, and then like what kind of transformations do my videos create? Well, it's a good question because I have never really thought about it, but I guess I don't want them to be pure entertainment. Like I'd like them to be like insightful in some way. It doesn't have to be super profound, but it could be like, but it's got to be insightful in a way that's at least somewhat useful. I'd like the vibe to be chill, relaxing, not like anxiety inducing or like promoting a panic type of mindset. It's a bit paradoxical because I like the idea of the videos being raw and motivating other people to do it, but I also don't want the videos to be crap. I suppose it's like motivational / inspirational in some kind of way, or it could be like clarifying or insightful in the way that is useful, but useful to what? Useful for us, maybe perhaps taking some action and trying to create some content, or useful in sort of not burning out, or useful in terms of in like shedding insight into like the workflows into making videos, or useful for, I don't know if this is too abstract, but useful to like conducive to living like a well-lived life with little regret. But I don't know if that's going too profound or setting the bar too high kind of thing. But that's all I got for now. Oh no, I reached the 10-minute dictation limit. That's what that sound was. Okay, well, let's send that message first. True, I don't like performing. I do like thinking out loud, but I did want to script videos too. Okay, skim through this response. It's long as, so I'm gonna try and make it concise a bit and see if we have a concise takeaway. We're talking about some formats, but let's worry about that in a moment. We'll break it down into like video types, emotional signature it calls it, and also topics, right? And it did say that I'm not choosing a niche, which is fair. I I guess, narrow down too soon. But let's look at 3 clear directions. So, creator journey. I don't know if that is the core, but I accept that as one direction. So, creator journey is pretty cool. Thinking clearly in a noisy world. I don't know about that. Direction 3, conversations that actually matter. I don't know about that too. I don't know if they actually matter to the viewer, but then I suppose they matter to me. What's the point of those videos, to uploading those videos? Well, the main thing with those videos, they're funny. They're fun and they're funny to make in many cases. I guess they are entertaining. I wouldn't mind making those for entertainment value and they're not going to serve, they're not really documenting the creator journey explicitly, though they are implicitly. But can they be about a well-lived life? Yeah, they could be. If we could try to make them useful and come up with topics to discuss first. So there's something to be said there. So I do want some themes for those conversations, if possible, rather than just pure chit chat banter. But I don't know, maybe we could do those too. But yeah, I like conversations as a direction, like insightful or meaningful conversations. I like documenting the creator journey, and yeah, all right. It's maybe thinking clearly and living intentionally in a chaotic world is another direction. I don't know if I'm even going to appreciate these in the future or like in a few weeks' time. But yeah, that's because we're going to go somewhere. Then let's have those as the 3 directions, and let's see what ChatGPT has asked as follow-up questions. When someone watches 10 of your videos, what do they start trusting you? I don't want you to start thinking of video ideas for me yet, but I'll try and answer this question, right? Well, I'd like to think they start trusting me in general, trusting that I'm being authentic and transparent. Helps me think clearly, I don't know about that, but makes this feel doable. I mean, that's definitely the feeling I want with my creator videos. I suppose that is also a good thing for the thinking clearly and deliberately one. It should be doable. It shouldn't be like abstract, philosophical, and just like got to be super smart or something. And yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Makes it feel doable. Helps me think clearly. Helps figuring out like me. I'm going to set a time cap for this, otherwise it's going to go on forever. So maybe just 10 more minutes, and then I'll leave it there. So yep, is that enough information now? You had the 3 directions. We've got 3 directions, and we've got the feeling that we want to leave them with, which was what I have just talked about, which was it's doable, and that applies mostly to the creator journey and the thinking clearly and deliberately and living deliberately in a chaotic world. I think the conversations could be insightful as well and helping think clearly. There could be a subset in some cases, but in other cases it could just be just good vibes and funny stuff. It's fine. It could be, don't take it too seriously. And let's add fun to the emotional signature. Cool. And yeah, and and give me a list of formats that we can experiment with. I think that's really cool. So yeah, let's see what ChatGPT says. It's really cool. I am actually quite happy with this little brainstorming session. We've got 3 directions. We've got some formats. Oh yeah, we've got 3 directions. We've got emotional signature. We've got formats to experiment with, and there could be more, but I think that's good enough for now. We can iterate on this. The next step would probably be probably using this as a launching pad to come up with like video ideas. But let's leave it there for now. So hopefully that was somewhat interesting or useful. I wonder if this video clicks any of those. Like, I mean, I hope it does, because this is definitely like a creator journey one, and I think I'd like to think it makes it seem like it's doable. It's like it's just sharing. Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, so anyway, that was today's video. I hope that was useful. Just going back and forth with AI to brainstorm in a way. Make sure to use the speaking function if you haven't already. Catch you guys on the flip side.